So I want to talk to you guys today, all right, about 5 ways to go into your 2019 with some power. I had to snap today, okay? Well, hello. Hey, everybody. It is your girl, Dallas Gordon, coming at you live for just a laid-back conversation, a little fun. Dallas Gordon, ecomcashqueen.com here. I am your e-commerce coach, marketing strategist, mompreneur of 3, author, all of the above. Are y'all ready? So let's get into it. Number 1 lesson that I want y'all to take into 2019 is just because you can, it doesn't mean that you should. I'm going to say it again. Just because you can, it doesn't mean that you should. All right? This is an important one, guys, okay? And let me break this down for you and explain exactly what I mean by that. Just because I can run 50 businesses at once online, and I literally can monetize all of them, it doesn't mean that I should. Just because I can hire 15 coaches at once and listen to all of them, right? It doesn't mean that I should. Just because I can handle all of these things at once and, I can be in a network marketing business, I can have an e-commerce store, I can do all of these things, doesn't mean that I should. All money is not money that's going to be good for you. And I think that that's a really important lesson, guys, to take into the new year, because yes, you are Superwoman. Yes, you are Superman. Yes, you have superpowers. Felice is like, oh, Jesus, no, I'm guilty too, right? So these are my lessons that I'm just imparting and sharing with you as well. So I'm guilty of all these things too. Okay, my daughter is playing an instrument right now in the basement. I hope she don't bring that up here because it's loud. So yes, I can do all of these things, but the question is, should I? Hold on for a second. Mom, can you have her to stop that? I just got back on. Okay. So just because you should doesn't mean that you can, it doesn't mean that you should. I'm sorry, I got a little thrown off, okay? There are lots of ways that we can make money online. There are lots of people we can follow. There are lots of things that we can do. But what really affects our growth sometimes is when we get focused and we decide that, yes, I can do all this stuff, but I'm deciding to focus on just a few things. And until I see those things prosper and grow, I'm not going to just keep going, right? So I have some seeds, okay? I got some tomato seeds. I got some seeds to grow some lettuce, some spinach in my garden, some cucumbers, and all that kind of stuff, right? But look, Danielle says I'm all up in her head today. Well, I'm good, girl. I'm glad I am, girl, okay? Because it's important that we get this together, especially us women. So just because I can plant all this stuff, and y'all know I'm always giving y'all scenarios, right, that I know nothing about. No, I have never gardened anything in my life. Matter of fact, everything I've tried to garden has gone dead, right? I don't have the green thumb. I just don't. Maybe one day I'll develop it. But let's just say I don't know how to grow a garden at all. And I go outside and I go crazy and I'm just trying to plant up everything. Don't y'all think I should start with something in my garden? Don't y'all think I should start with something basic and see if I can do that? Don't you think I should plant a couple tomatoes first and see if I can nurture those? And then once I see some successful growth with those, then I can move on to something else? Well, that's what we do. We learn all these skills, we get excited, and we try to implement them all at once. Yes, I do want to be your coach. Yes, I do believe I'm one of the best coaches in the world. Absolutely, I do. However, I might not be best for you. And if I'm going to be a part of the reason why your growth is stunted and why you can't focus, I would say go find your ideal coach, dedicate yourself to them and learn from them and really mirror them and do what they're teaching you to do so that you can grow. So what I'm saying is, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Like, some people come at me with some really good opportunities, and they're really good opportunities. Just because I can, it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I may not have time. That may take my focus off track once again. That might not be the thing for me. I might have just finished promising myself I wasn't going to join any more of those kind of opportunities. I need to get committed to myself. You need to get committed to yourself. And just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Number 2, let your haters rest. Let your haters take 2 seats and focus on your purpose. Let your haters rest and focus on your purpose. All of us are human, and sometimes we all get caught. Hello, Felisa. That's on time. Sometimes we all get caught up in our haters, what they're saying, what they're doing, all of those kinds of things. Let your haters rest. Let your haters take 2 seats and focus on the reason that you showed up today. What's your purpose? What do you believe you were born to do? What do you believe you were on this earth to do? Who do you believe you were on this earth to touch? Focus on that. And not people who are not showing up for you. Don't listen. We all are guilty. Like, I shared a story on my timeline today of how I got caught up on a bad review. That really showed me, guys, that Dallas, you're still human. You're still human. You still have the ability to be thrown off track and to be hurt by things and people. It happens, right? It 100% can happen to the best of us. Hello, drops the mic, right? So let your haters take 2 seats and let them be where they're at, because a conversation that my husband and I have all the time is, he straight up tells me all the time that most of the time when someone has a problem with you, or they have a problem with your progress, the problem, guys, that they have with you, it's not with you, it's with them. Your progress reminds them of that opportunity they had that they didn't take. It reminds them of who they really want to be on the inside, but they're not actually showing up for themselves. So what they see in you intimidates them. Don't make that your problem. Keep allowing your light to shine. Keep moving forward. I can't tell you how many people don't believe in me. I can't tell you how many people told me, you silly. What you doing online? What you saying? You know how many people are my friends on Facebook that I either used to work with, go to school with, who are like, shoo, goodbye. What are you doing? I'm sure they're like, she's crazy. She's a whole different person. But if my transformation isn't in your resonation, or that's probably the wrong word, but if it's not resonating with you, that's fine. You take 2 seats, you go your way, and let me show up for purpose, right? Hey, Lorval, welcome in. So guys, just a quick reset. Dallas Gordon coming at you here, ecomcashqueen.com, right? E-commerce strategist, all that good stuff. Author, speaker, mompreneur, wife, all these things, wonderful things, right? And I'm coming live with you today for the Go Live in 5 challenge, okay, which is headed up by the wonderful boss queen, Janine Cummings. And I'm stepping in here and giving you 5 tips to go into. Thanks. You said just posted it. Okay, thank you, Adrian. 5 tips to go into your 2019 with power. So I want you to heart up the screen, drop some emojis, hashtag hello, share this broadcast out if it is resonating with you today, because somebody else just might need to hear it. Number 3, stories sell. Stories sell. That thing that happened to you a long time ago that made your journey longer and harder, and that thing that you think that no one else would want to hear about, that is exactly what people want to hear about. That is exactly what people want to hear about. Stories sell. So start to tell your story. If you're asking yourself, how can I put myself more out there? How can I put me more into my branding? How can I stand out? How can I help people to understand how I can help them? Stories sell. They absolutely sell. Somebody just messaged me. Distraction. But stories sell. Okay? So I want you to start telling your story 1,000,000 times. And it doesn't have to be all your personal business. You don't have to tell anything too shady or anything personal that you really want to leave in the dirt. You can leave those things in the dirt. But what is your brand story? Start talking about it. Start telling stories, right? Like I said, I told a story today about what happened with my book and how it made me feel and the lessons that I learned from that. I'm basically opening up a part of myself and I'm sharing that part of myself with other people. Stories sell. And I know that a lot of you have some great stories to tell. Danielle, you're on here. You have an amazing, life-changing story to sell and to tell, right? And you're telling that. Tell your story. It's what makes people attracted to you. It's what helps you to build your audience. How will they know if they can relate to you? How will they know if you have what they need if you aren't telling stories? Absolutely, Adrian. It makes a big difference to tell those stories. The next one, guys, is number 4. Just get it done. Somebody put that in the comments because this one has really changed my life this year. One and done. Just get it done. Like I would literally sit at my desk and I was like a toddler with attention deficit. And sometimes I can still have a little attention deficit, but I really have to train myself to sit down and do things and to really get it done. Right? Y'all, I would sit at my desk and I'm supposed to be recording some videos and I'm up here fixing my website colors. I'm messaging a friend. I'm scrolling Facebook. You know what? I need a snack. Oh no, you know what? I'm going to write up some quotes for my Instagram. You know what? By the end of the day, I've worked on 50 different tasks, but none of them are one and done. So I got nothing done. I got not a single thing done. So I worked on 50 things, but I got nothing done. Have any of you experienced that? That is like the worst. It is the worst. There is nothing like being able to scratch something off of your list and follow through. So like you heard me saying at the beginning of this broadcast, I sat today and I got videos done for January. I'm done. So now I can smile. Now I can play now. Okay. And when my work day is over, which it'll be over at 4 o'clock, I can go and have fun now. I can go hang out with my mom, my girls, do what I want to do. Because I'll be done. Because I sat here disciplined and did my work. And I think that a lot of people think that being an entrepreneur has everything to do with just being able to play, being able to do whatever you want to do. And that's not the case. We have to learn discipline. I mean, my God, if you're going to work hard for someone, at least let it be yourself, right? So learn how to say, okay, what are the most important tasks that I can do today? What tasks can I give over to someone else to do? And what things really don't matter today? They aren't going to earn me any income. They aren't going to help me to get seen. So why am I worrying over these tasks? And be realistic with yourself. How much can I get done today? And that's the stuff that you're going to get one and done, right? All right. So the last one, sorry, I'm like hitting my computer and stuff. Goodness, my last one is to be consistent and to stay the course. Be consistent and to stay the course. When people are successful, they build their followings, they build their businesses. It isn't necessarily because they're doing anything different from you. It's because they're showing up for themselves consistently and they're following it through to the end. So if I decide to email my list, because in January, we're going to be talking about list building inside of the Profit Freedom Tribe, right? So if I'm talking about, I want to build my list, I want to email my list, and I want to email my list every day, I need to follow through with that. I need to actually email my list. So if I haven't done it in a while, I need to sit and write an email. I need to keep those lines of communication open, right? I need to do those things that I said I was going to do. I need to follow through. So what makes a difference oftentimes between someone who is successful and someone is not, these people are consistently doing these things over and over and over again. They are disciplined. The difference between someone with a tight body and a tight physique and they're fit, and someone who isn't, this person is actually sacrificing. Even the days they don't feel like working out, they're still showing up and they're still working out anyway. Well, hello, Queen. Welcome in. We have talked about you and we have talked about the challenge. So I made sure I used, all of the things I learned in the challenge for day 3. I made sure I applied them to this broadcast. And we talked about the challenge. We talked about who you are. We talked about live streaming and how you are changing the game in these streets and where they need to go if they want to boss it up in social media and in this area, where to find you. So the queen has arrived. So that is number 5, guys, is to be consistent. So if you have not shared this broadcast out, be sure to hit the share button. Be sure to invite some people in here. This is an impromptu live, but I know that it will help some people for going into their 2019 with absolute dynamite, y'all. Are you ready to blow up the new year? Like, it's time to blow it up. Are y'all ready to blow that thing up? Well, these are 5 tips to help you to do just that. Thanks, love. Yes, follow through. That's right. Absolutely follow through. So we talked about the tips. If you're coming in on the replay, you didn't get the whole thing, go ahead back to the beginning and play it back and get these tips from the beginning. So you guys have a really blessed and prosperous new year. Look out for some things from me. Celebrate life. Enjoy your family. Oh my gosh, you have a new day here on the planet. And you own the show. So make it happen, guys. All right, Janine says she is ready. I'm ready, right with you, sugar. So y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will see you guys around. Bye.